And then he turns to the Democratic nominee with respect to her email servers, investigates her, calls a press conference, says, well, I am not going to prosecute her, but she needs to clean up her act. She's been negligent. That it would be helpful to me if you would come up with your own ideas to address these concerns, not just our concerns, but the concerns of the American people. I don't want to live in a country where if the FBI knocks on your door, the first thing you have to do is wonder whether the agent is a Republican or a Democrat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Capitol Insights. Today, I'm diving into a recent Judiciary Committee hearing where Senator John Kennedy grilled FBI Deputy Director Paul Abbate and DOJ's Matthew Olsen. Kennedy had a lot to say about the FBI, its credibility, and what he thinks needs to change. Let's break down the key points he made and why this matters for the future of the FBI and DOJ. If you're into politics, law enforcement, or just want to stay informed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates like this one. Kennedy kicked things off by recognizing the effectiveness of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA. He said it's an essential tool for national security, but voiced serious concerns about the FBI's credibility. In his view, Section 702 is powerful, but the public needs to trust the FBI to use it properly. Kennedy thinks that without this trust, the FBI's effectiveness is at risk. He acknowledged that the FBI has historically been one of the most effective law enforcement agencies in the world. However, he pointed to controversies from past leadership, particularly under former Director James Comey, as events that have caused lasting damage to the agency's credibility. According to Kennedy, rebuilding public trust is crucial, but past actions have made that a difficult challenge for the agency. He criticized how Comey handled investigations into both 2016 presidential candidates, saying that it compromised the FBI's neutrality. For the Republican nominee, Comey allegedly relied on weak evidence, while his handling of the Democratic nominee's email investigation was also problematic. Kennedy suggests that this public handling and the appearance of a double standard left a major dent in the FBI's reputation. He referenced an instance where an agent allegedly criticized Republicans on social media during the Hunter Biden investigation, which only came to light due to a whistleblower. Kennedy used this example to emphasize the need for the FBI to ensure its agents remain impartial. He stressed that Americans shouldn't have to wonder about an agent's political leanings when interacting with the FBI. If you think it's crucial for agencies like the FBI to stay neutral, hit that like button to let me know. Kennedy made it clear he's not only calling out the FBI but also looking for solutions. He asked the FBI and DOJ to come up with their own ideas to keep themselves accountable. Kennedy knows Congress may need to step in if necessary, but he wants the FBI and DOJ to show that they're willing to self-regulate and rebuild public trust on their own. His ultimate goal is a fair system where Americans can feel confident in their justice system without political influence.
Just when the FBI, which I think is the most effective law enforcement agency in all of human history. But people are people, and just when the FBI has rebuilt itself after former Director Hoover, along comes Mr. Wray's predecessor, who clearly did not understand how to exercise power either intelligently or maturely. He decides to investigate in a public way, not only one, but both candidates for President of the United States, and to do it publicly, and to leak like the Titanic. He investigates the Republican nominee with the flimsiest of evidence that has been manufactured that he, the FBI director at that time, didn't even bother to examine. And then he turns to the Democratic nominee with respect to her email servers, investigates her, calls a press conference, says, well, not we, I am not going to prosecute her, but she needs to clean up her act. She's been negligent. And then a little time goes by, and he opens up the investigation again in a public way on the Democratic nominee and says, I'm opening this up. And a few days later, he closes it down. Might have cost her to the election. And then we start having reports, predictably, come out after that, the Durham report, the Mueller report, the Horowitz report. And it did extraordinary damage to the FBI and, frankly, to the Department of Justice. Now, Mr. Wray, who I supported to replace Mr. Comey, has said he has reformed the FBI. We just don't know how. We have no idea. I don't have any idea. I do know stuff keeps happening. I mean, one of your agents that was involved in the Mr. Hunter Biden's investigation goes on social media, apparently for a long period of time, and trashes all Republicans. He got fired only because Senator Grassley caught him. And all this hurts you. And it makes a fair-minded American look at this and go, whoa, you know, this is enormous power you have, and it can be used for the greater good, but it also can hurt people. And we've got to come up with a way to make sure that the right people are using this law enforcement tool. And that's the problem you got, gentlemen. If I were you, I'm not. I don't have your expertise, and I thank you all for your service. But if I were you, I'd try to be coming up with a way to suggest to Congress how you can check this power that you have, so that the FBI and the Department of Justice and the other agencies can regain their reputation. And tell us what you think. That doesn't mean we won't come with our own ideas. You know, senators don't take orders. Most of them barely take suggestions. But it would be helpful to me if you would come up with your own ideas to address these concerns, not just our concerns, but the concerns of the American people. I don't want to live in a country where if the FBI knocks on your door, the first thing you have to do is wonder whether the agent is a Republican or a Democrat.
In his closing remarks, Kennedy said it's a cold dish of truth, but believes it's the reality. He's pushing for both the FBI and DOJ to suggest ways to enhance their accountability and transparency. Kennedy wants to avoid a future where citizens have to question an FBI agent's political beliefs or the agency's intentions. He believes that without self-reform and transparency, the FBI's reputation will keep taking hits, and so will public trust. Thanks for watching, everyone. This hearing shows just how much is at stake when it comes to our justice system and national security. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button on Capitol Insights so you never miss a video.